Hello, and welcome to the TechTuesday live show for January 23rd. You'll notice I've been doing the show by myself chair because Mark's not here. I don't know where Mark is, but it doesn't matter because I'm here and we're going to do the show. It's going to be a quick show today because last time was a really long show and it was too long of a show. So this time it's going to be a short show. So let's just get right into it. We're going to talk about the job. So IDX Broker, they're looking for a graphic designer. The University of Oregon, they are looking for an operating system / network analyst as well as an analyst programmer, second level. Let's see here. Company Electrical Geodesics is looking for 4 positions. Verification and validation engineer, a senior verification and validation engineer, a senior software development engineer, and a full stack developer. So your Embrex, they're looking for a tier 2 technical support engineer. Glory Bee Foods, they're looking for an IT support analyst. The Seneca Sawmill Company is looking for an IT administrator. Mountain Rose Herbs is looking for a freelance data analyst. Dynamic Measurement Group, they're looking for a senior research analyst. So those are just an overview of the jobs that are posted to eugenetechjobs.com this week. So again, if any of those jobs interested you, or if great writing and hilarious weekly blog posts interest you, go to eugenetechjobs.com, sign up for the mailing list. Continue to be awesome. So that's and thank you again, of course, Michael Hess, for putting it all together. It's always a joy to read the jobs blog. We're gonna move on to the switchboard. We're gonna get right through it. All right. Let's see here. So Gwyneth posted on the switchboard asking about, let's see here, CB Insights, where she gets much of her tech startup news, is looking to hire in New York City. So this isn't really Eugene related necessarily. It was posted on the switchboard. If you're interested in moving to New York City, or maybe you know some New York friends who are looking for jobs or something like that, Gwyneth has contacts looking for a front-end developer, full-stack developer, data engineer, and data scientist. If any of those sound interesting to you, if living in New York and being one of those 4 things sounds interesting to you, we'd hate to see you leave Eugene, of course. But if you're going to do it anyway, check out the switchboard, hit up Gwyneth. She put her phone number there. I'm not going to say it on the live show because I'm just not. But if you go to the switchboard, eugboard.com, eugboard.com, you'll find it right there, evergreen offer. If you go there right now, it'll be right at the top. So you shouldn't have a hard time finding it if you're interested in doing some work in New York. So that's cool. I'm not going to go, but maybe someone who's watching will. I don't know. Maybe we got someone from Lang who's watching who is interested in moving to New York, and they'll do it. I don't know. But either way, we'll be sorry to see you go. So think about it real hard before you make that decision. All right. So we're going to move on. So that was Switchboard Posts. Not too much going on right now. Not too many Switchboard posts being made. Really not too much events happening either. So moving on to the events. Wednesday, of course, the Game Startup Meetup is happening at 9 a.m. I don't know if Mark is going to be there this time. He's usually there. Usually gets free coffee for everybody. So it's a really great time. Really great event if you're at all interested in game development or game startups, things like that. Game Startup Coffee Meetup, 9 a.m. right here at the Barnlight, right at those tables right over there that you can't see. Let's see, that's really all that we got scheduled for Wednesday. Thursday, of course, will be the Game Dev Happy Hour at 5:30 p.m. at the Starlight Lounge, but there'll also finally be the Startup Business Development event at IDX Broker at 6:30 p.m. This event being put on by Eugene Web Devs. We've had Maddie, the banker, come on a couple times to tell us more about the event. It's going to be a really good time. It's kind of it's sort of outside the realm of usual web dev events. Usually the web dev events tend to get a little technical, like to talk about more technical aspects of web development and stuff like that. This talk is going to be all about the business aspects of web development. So, what are the differences between W-2 and 1099? What are the different type of corporations? How do you incorporate or form an LLC? And then and then it goes into more detail from there. Those are just kind of the top level questions. But it's going to be a panel of, I believe, 3 or 4 experts in their respective fields, talking about banking, about taxes, about all those kinds of messy human things that doesn't really have to do with software development, but it's still really, really important. So if you're interested in that, that will be 6:30 p.m. Eugene Web Developers at IDX Broker. Startup Business Development's the name of the event. It's going to be a good time. Guaranteed. Not guaranteed. I don't guarantee it personally, but I'm sure Antonio can. So there's that. And that's Thursday. That's what's happening Thursday. So Friday. So Friday's a big day. Friday all the way through Sunday actually is a big one. So first Friday, of course, 4:30 p.m. at Rain Eugene. The Teal Organization Explorations Meetup is putting on there either monthly or bi-weekly. I still haven't quite nailed it down yet. Teal Explorers Meetup. So talking about Teal, talking about headless organizational structures, flat organizational structures, things like that. Saw somebody I knew right out the window, so I had to give a little wave there. Also, the Open Hack Night, of course, every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. at Eugene Makerspace, still happening, or at least, well, to be honest, I don't know if it's still happening. What I do know is that the event is still going on Meetup. So that's what I do know. So according to Meetup, every Tuesday and every Friday and Tuesday, 6 p.m. at Eugene Makerspace, Open Hack Night. But the big event for this upcoming weekend, starting on Friday, 5 p.m. and going all the way to Sunday at 5:30. So that's Friday, January 26th through to Sunday, January 28th. 5 p.m. on Friday to 5:30 p.m. on Sunday at the Eugene Rain Space 942 Olive is Startup Weekend. So unfortunately, we haven't really had somebody come onto the show to talk about Startup Weekend, which is, we kind of dropped the ball on that one, I guess. But it's a sort of, it's an annual event. It's happened here at Eugene before. We've probably talked about it on the show last year. But basically, it's like it's sort of like, if you know what a game jam is, right? A game jam, you go in with nothing but an idea, really, and then you come out at the end of the weekend with a full-blown video game that you can play and do stuff with. But it's like that, but for startups. So you'll go in with really nothing except the ideas in your head, form a team, build a business over the course of these, like, 54 hours, I believe it is. Yeah, 54-hour events. There will be, let's see here, participants will create working startups during the event. They'll be able to collaborate with like minds, and there will also be industry leaders to give talks and to supply mentorship for the event while the event is ongoing. So you're not just going to be flailing around trying to figure out what to do without really knowing anything, right? So you'll have good support at the event. Ooh, what's the comment from Jefferson Goldsby?
Flat organization structures. Is this the political meaning? I think he is meaning it.
But yeah, but thank you for commenting. Thank you for commenting, Jeff. That's just what Teal's about. You know, I'm going to talk about that because I researched it a little bit. So Teal's kind of all about flat organizational structure, right? So it's all about, like, not having this, like, CEO hierarchy or this, like, technical hierarchy where, like, everything goes through this vertical thing. It's, like, all just kind of flat, kind of like a lot of open source. I think things are mostly flat. There's still a bit of verticality that you need to run an organization, and the Teal folks, I think, understand that. It's basically about keeping things as flat as possible. So if you're interested in that, Teal Meetup is, I believe, is at 4:30 on Friday. So, but right now I'm talking about the Startup Weekend, which is at 5 on Friday. Starts at 5 on Friday. So yeah, if you're interested in making a startup, if you've got an idea for a startup but have yet to really have the the excuse to put it together, go. It's going to be a good time. Tickets, I believe, tickets are still available, and you do want to bring laptops for research and maybe minor development and things like that. And the cost of admission will include all meals provided from Friday's dinner through the Sunday's dinner. So, at the very least, you can get a lot of food. We'll get fed at the very least. I'm gonna click on this. I'm just gonna click on this link. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Yeah, tickets are only $20 to $80. So, geez, if you manage to get out like a $20 ticket, right? I think $20 is just for the showcase at the end. But even $80, I mean, that's not that bad. A lot of one-day classes are like $160. So, geez, for like a 3-day class for $80 plus food, that's great. That's a great deal. I mean, come on. That's just a wonderful deal. So let's see here. Oh, I messed up. I clicked on the link, so I have to get back to where I was. So, yep. That's what's happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Nothing's happening on Monday, at least nothing on my radar. And then Tuesday, of course, will be the TechTuesday live video show and get together at the Barnlight at 5:30 p.m. Live show at 6 p.m. sharp. Of course, Bend Arduino is putting on their eSpace Labs event at 6 p.m. this upcoming Tuesday at eSpace Labs, of course, and Open Act Night will be this Tuesday. And that's the show. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.